Hello, it's me, R.R. Lee, and this is the Ezekiel Paradox. Our first target is the waiter in the next room over. He is the guy that we would choke out for the sticky pistol escalation contract. I can't remember the name of it, but that's him right there. We're just gonna inject him because it is the fastest thing that I can do. And then we jump over the balcony and we take the pipe down to the helicopter. We'll probably be finishing this level in less than a minute because of our starting position. And again, all of these escalations, I've said it before, but they really love the helicopter exit. All of the targets, all of the level designs that they try to put in of like the complications in the contract, it always leads back to the helicopter. They really wanted this cutscene to get played, but I skip it every time. And we did it in 55 seconds. 5 stars, Silent Assassin. Next level. Now there are security cameras, and we just have to go through it in about the same way we did before. From the AV center, we head down the hallway back to the room to inject them. I hope that we get the same time or faster, but I don't know why he is already in his standing position and I got caught up on that door. I don't know why he was already standing. I feel as though I ran at about the same speed. I was holding the button down as soon as I went, but it makes me believe that this time it's going to be a little bit longer. Probably by a second or two. We're gonna climb over here and just run past everybody because there is a camera directly above us on that wall. There are 2 of them there, and we're gonna have to shoot one out later on in a later level of this. But we're done with level 2. Easy as can be. Take the helicopter out. Another mission accomplished. 5 stars. SA. Next level. We have a new target, and he is on the other side of the map. Now, this guy's name I can pronounce, although I'm unsure if it is Desiree or Desire, because it is French, so hit or miss with that pronunciation. But I know the last name is Laprise. Our first target, I have no idea how you would say his first name or last name. And our second target, whose name I do know how to pronounce, he is in the little garden shack at the front right of the map. If you would be starting on the red carpet, there is... will there be one guy that can recognize us? Can that security guard recognize us? No, he can't recognize us yet. He will be in our way later, this guy that we're passing by. But for now, we just have to open this door. And when he's done having his conversation, we're going to choke him out. Just wanted to show you that there was someone there he was talking to. He left. We're going to drag him over to this propane flask. And once we get out the window, we just have to shoot it twice for it to explode. And it's done. We can leave out of the side door after we throw a coin to distract this guy, who I am unsure of how he was able to see me. I am clearly behind this piece of cover. And they turned around so we can go. That is level 3 completed. Don't worry,
the pros are here. Watch and learn.
And we got to leave through a different exit. Mission accomplished. We got our 5-star Silent Assassin. And for this next complication, it is going to be an issue for what we've been doing because more people can see through our disguises. And I just want to show you this. Do you see what's happening right now? They saw us in the cutscene because they are able to move in the cutscene. Everyone is moving during cutscenes of this game, and I don't know how we were able to plant ourselves into this position and then they notice us after, but because they do, we're going to be starting in the Palace Garden instead. And now that we're here, we need to take about an extra minute to complete everything. And I don't understand how they are able to see through our disguise. For this one, they are still able to see through us if we are just wearing what we are wearing, which is a tuxedo, in non-trespassing areas. Some of them are still able to recognize us. We just look that suspicious to them. But this is still... it's still easy enough to complete. We just have to shoot the camera that is above this guy. And depending on where he goes, he is going under there, so we don't need to throw a coin. He will have his back to us. I don't know why he went there when the camera was directly above him and not behind the wall, but you know, he's the security guard. I'm sure he knows what to investigate. Gonna go on the ledge here, scale it, and our target is just standing there in the room looking at his phone. He does not know what is about to happen to him. He is going to get injected all of the same as the first 3 levels. I am surprised that he has good enough peripheral vision to see what we are doing when he is clearly preoccupied with that tablet. But he's injected now, and I'm going to take his clothes. I kept calling him a waiter, but he is auction staff. Sorry, sir. I'm sure that you're making a lot more money, and definitely not any tips than if you were a waiter. My apologies. And for our next target, this outfit makes it easier to get to him. We would have to cut through the building without it, but because we have this, the security guard right there, he no longer recognizes us. We're no longer trespassing, of course. You would see that on the mini-map. But for out here, there's only, I believe, one security guard that can recognize us. The one that I pointed out earlier that we are going to have to throw a coin for to distract. The one who would notice the body when we would kill the camera guy or the reporter lady next to the van. That guy right there. Just gotta throw a coin over here to distract him. Otherwise, he will walk to his position like he was trying to do and have a conversation over there. And that makes it a little more difficult to get around him, especially with the level 5 complication. But now that we're here all the same, just gotta wait for that dot to move. It went around the corner, so we can choke him out. And we do the same as before, drag him to the propane flask and shoot it twice after we get out the window. And uno, dos. And you can see on the mini-map there is a couple of white dots. A lot of more people are becoming aware and suspicious of us. I am unsure as to why. I'm only holding a few coins. If you could please let me buy in exchange for this, I would greatly appreciate it. I am glad that guy in front of us decided to turn as well, because the other one was coming out of the little garden shed and would have recognized us. He would have been completely suspicious of us. We would have gotten seen. So that was good, and it took over 4 minutes. Jeez. That's a long time. And lastly, we cannot pacify anyone. Let's continue. Now, this complication of not being able to pacify anyone makes the second target a little more difficult. Mainly because we'd have to distract them to go towards the pipe and then run around in order to shoot it. Also, if the guard that I mentioned earlier, who is walking, that we threw a coin for to distract in the last one, if he gets to his position, we have to distract him so that he goes away. But sometimes a different guard, if two people are close enough together in order to hear something, sometimes the other one will become suspicious as well. They'll get a white dot over their head and they can become suspicious of us, and that is just not good.
I really think I should
So we have to do everything that we've already done for level 4 and make sure that we get to where we need to go before he gets to stand at his normal position and begin a conversation. We were already able to do it before, so we just have to do it again for this one. And I believe that we saved a little bit of time by throwing that coin and then shooting the camera instead of having to wait for him to walk around to the other side of the wall and just look at the blank wall where the camera is not when we shot it. And he's injected. I need your clothes, sir. I like how the option to take it off of his body became available when he was still standing. That would have been that would have been very interesting, actually. I can understand him taking the clothes off of an unconscious person that is laying on the ground, but how would 47 go about doing it for someone who is standing? That takes finesse. That takes finesse, very nimble fingers. I don't know why I bothered running in between those, because he still can't recognize me. He still can't recognize us. Well, we're gonna run over, and again for the second target, we only have to be mindful of, besides that guard, we have to make sure that we're able to distract the guy to be next to the propane flask before the person that he was talking to comes back. Because sometimes if you throw a coin, it'll bounce around and not go in the right spot, and then he won't be close enough to the flask. And we only have one coin left for that. I believe that there's a wrench in here. Is there a wrench in here? If there is, I'm going to use that. And yeah, there is a wrench. I remember there being something on this table. So we're just going to throw this by the flask, and it doesn't bounce around like a coin would, so that is a lot better actually. And he's going to be close enough to it, and we're going to hide behind this wall so that he won't see us do this. And he's dead. He's dead. And what happened to everyone's white dot? They're not going to get it as soon as I... Okay, no, alright, that's weird. I don't know why no one had a... I don't know why no one became aware or suspicious of this. I don't know why that happened. And that's mission accomplished. The Ezekiel Paradox, we got our picture. 5-star silent assassin. We did it faster than level 4. I really like that. And I don't know why no one had the white dot over their head to become suspicious of us after killing that guy. But very nice. Worked out well. Saved some time. I'd like to thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. And I hope that you'll enjoy the next one as well. Goodbye.